character death, it happens. Whether you're a player or a DM, it can be tough. Today, I'll show you how to make it an epic storytelling moment. Let's get started. Let's start with the emotional impact. Players. When your character dies, it's natural to feel shock, disappointment, or even a bit of grief. You've poured time, effort, and a lot of dice rolls into this character, and suddenly, they're gone. But here's the thing. That feeling is what makes tabletop RPGs special. It's proof that the story matters to you. DMs. For you, it's a balancing act. You've got the rest of the story to tell, and a party that needs guidance. Managing player emotions, especially during a death scene, can be challenging. But if done right, it can turn a tough moment into an incredible, story-driven experience. And yes, DMs. I know you're secretly loving all the drama you're about to stir up, but let's keep it respectful, okay? The key here, collaboration. The death of a character should be a moment that everyone at the table remembers. It's a shared experience that can deepen the story and build stronger bonds between players. This isn't just an ending, it's a turning point. And remember, death in a campaign doesn't have to be a downer. It can push the narrative forward, bring out new facets of the other characters, and make the stakes real. Sometimes you've just got to let go. I know it's tempting to try and save a character at all costs, but part of what makes D&D so impactful is the risk. If there's no real danger, there's no real triumph. When a character death happens, it's because the stakes are high. And that's what makes the game exciting. Embrace the story. If a character's death makes sense for the narrative, whether they're making a heroic sacrifice or falling victim to an unexpected twist, let it resonate. DMs, help make that moment impactful. Maybe they go down defending the party, or maybe their death reveals a shocking truth. When it's done right, letting go makes the campaign richer and the story unforgettable. And don't forget to remember the character. A moment of silence at the table, an in-game memorial, or even a toast in their honour can give closure. Recognizing their journey helps everyone honour the character and makes room for what's next. Alright, let's talk about cheap deaths. There's nothing worse than a sudden, meaningless death that leaves everyone at the table frustrated. Picture this. A character falls because of a random, unlucky roll, or an out-of-nowhere trap that nobody could have seen coming. It feels empty, and it can derail the story. To avoid cheap deaths, make sure there's always a reason behind a character's demise. It should serve the story. Maybe it sets up an epic plot twist, adds emotional depth, or becomes a turning point for the entire party. The key is purpose. Foreshadowing is your friend here. Drop hints that danger is near. Maybe it's a strange noise, an ominous warning, or a gut feeling. Let players prepare without ruining the surprise. A well-foreshadowed death feels earned, and that's what makes it satisfying, even if it's sad. So, what happens after a character dies? Players, this can be a tough moment, but it's also an opportunity. Take some time to cope, write an epilogue for your character, share a few words about their journey, or just take a moment to reflect. Closure is important, and it helps honour everything your character accomplished. And then, new beginnings. Think of this as a chance to try something you've always wanted. A different class, a new personality, maybe even a character with a connection to the one who just passed. Endings lead to new beginnings, and that fresh energy can be great for the whole group. DMs, your role here is to help make the transition smooth. Work with the player to introduce their new character in a way that feels natural. Maybe they're a friend of the fallen character, or they've been tracking the party for their own reasons. Make it seamless, and it'll keep everyone immersed in the story. Now, let's take that character death and turn it into a plot hook. The aftermath of a death can be a powerful motivator for the party. Maybe they want revenge, or maybe they need to finish the fallen character's mission. Either way, it keeps the story moving and gives everyone a reason to push forward. Think about how the death impacts the story. Does it spark a rivalry? Change alliances? Maybe it reveals something crucial about the main villain. Use the character's death as a catalyst that makes the campaign even more compelling. And here's the best part. Lean into the drama. This is where the big emotions come in. Let the other characters react. Let them grieve. Let them swear vengeance. How have you used a character death as a plot hook? Share your ideas below. Maybe we'll steal a few for our next session. A character death can elevate your campaign by adding emotional stakes and making every decision that follows carry extra weight. Character death doesn't have to be the end. It's a moment that can add depth, drama, and excitement to your game. Embrace it, learn from it, and most importantly, let it make your game better. So, next time someone rolls their last saving throw, remember, it's not just about how they go, but how the story continues. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. Banana Breakdown, out.